Hello, my loves, and welcome to today's tapping video. We're gonna be tapping into your intuition and your knowing. And what this means is that you are moving through your life, moving through your year, tapped into your own knowing. There is so much in the space of technological advancement and AI, which is epic, and I love this, and I am excited for the future of it, and also very aware that it's more important than ever that we as human beings are connected to ourselves so that we don't get swept up or taken away by technology, so that we are very much still in tune with our own knowing. And I heard a quote today that said, the deeper your connection to your truth and intuition is, the easier you will find it to navigate during these times. And I absolutely believe that to be true. It is something that I have really been deeply cultivating within myself, particularly over the last years. I think it's what we've actually had a deep chance to do since 2020, to get realigned with and reacquainted with our own bodies, our own knowings, our own ability to suss out when things don't feel quite right, and to trust that. And sometimes to make mistakes, to override that, to see and face the consequences and say, I should have listened, or I had a sense about that, which is simply teaching us and helping us to refine our sense of knowing even more. And so this tapping session will support you to reconnect with your intuition and with yourself. So, joining me now by tapping on your karate chop point, taking a deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And just tuning in with yourself. Tuning in with your body. Tuning in with your knowing. That's it. I'm just starting to repeat after me. Even though I sometimes dismiss my intuition, I deeply love and accept myself anyway. Even though I sometimes have a hard time even hearing it, I deeply love and accept myself anyway. Even though it sometimes feels hard to hear my intuition, and I don't even know whether I can trust it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Sometimes I don't know if I can trust my own intuition. Because sometimes I've overridden it in the past. So it makes it feel way easier to just stick with my head. Because my head I can be sure of. Even though my head can tell me some interesting things. But at least it tells me to do what everyone else is doing. So that there's at least some sense and safety in that. Except I know deep down that my intuition holds so much wisdom. And sometimes I shut it down because it doesn't make sense. Sometimes I don't know what to do with the information. I've been trained all my life to listen to my head over my body. And my head tells me about the right thing to do. But that's certainly not always right for me. And the beauty of my intuition is that it does seem to know what is right for me. I wish I hadn't have listened to my intuition. Said no one ever. My intuition often knows. And it is my job to begin to trust it again. Even though it might feel scary sometimes. Even though it might feel uncomfortable. Even though I might worry what other people might think. I will be glad that I listened to my intuition. And that's actually all that matters. All this trust in my intuition. It's safe for me to listen to my intuition. My intuition hasn't ever really guided me wrong. In fact, it's mostly been right about things. Way more right for me than sometimes my head has been. But sometimes I've felt the need to shut it down because it's unfamiliar. And that's okay. I can forgive myself for that. But I would like to tap into it more. I would like to trust that I'm tapped into it. I would like to tap in and tune in to my intuition more and more. I would love to tap in and tune in and sharpen my connection with my intuition more and more. And I'm allowing that to happen. I'm releasing any fear I've had around listening to my intuition. I can trust it. I can listen. It's safe for me to listen. It's safe for me to follow what's true for me. It's safe even if it guides me against the grain. Because that can be where magic lives. My intuition is often a quiet whisper. And amongst the noise of the world, it can be hard to hear. So it is my job to get quiet sometimes so that I can hear it, so that I can listen. It's safe for me to get quiet and listen. Where might it be exciting to tune in and listen? And where might I be afraid of what changes I might see that I need to make? But if those changes are for my highest good, then I can trust that. And that's not actually so scary. I can trust myself. I can trust my inner guidance system. My intuition is strong and I can trust it. And I forgive myself for any times in the past where I didn't. And my intuition forgives me for that too. I'm a human. And I'm just learning. And that's okay. I know I can trust my intuition. And I can listen. And I allow in opportunities to show that to myself. I can trust myself. And I can trust my intuition to guide me. Okay, bringing your hands together. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Bringing your hands to your heart. Breathing in. And now. Just feeling the energy in your body. Noticing where you feel a little bit more tapped in, tuned in, connected to yourself, connected to your soul, connected to your inner wisdom. Noticing anywhere where you feel a little bit safer to trust those inner whispers. Letting me know anything that comes up below. Feeling free to share anything with me that comes up. And really acknowledging that it is safe for you to listen to you. That you are the expert on you, and the clearer you get, the more you clear your field, get quiet, listen in, you have all the answers that you need. So when life gets noisy, when you feel like you don't know what to do, when perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed about the year, perhaps you're feeling that things are going too fast or too noisy, remind yourself to clear out the noise, to come back to quiet, to come back to your internal world, your internal wisdom. Listen, and you will know what is true for you. I am sending you lots of love, and I will be back again tomorrow with our next tapping video to feel more aligned and alive in 2025. Mwah. Lots of love.